Brooke Debroux. I'm from Oregon High School, and this is my prep profile.
Well, Brooke, we were talking, the weather makes things a little difficult. It almost seems like cross-country weather, doesn't it, to the track season this spring?
Yeah, this weather's been crazy this year. I feel like we haven't gotten to race or anything yet.
Now, you're a distance runner, though, so distance runners running everything, right? You still get to go outside and run?
Yeah, a lot of the sprinters had to stay inside for the first month of track, but we were still outside almost every single day.
What do you like about running? How did you get involved in both sports?
Well, my dad is the cross-country coach at Oregon, and the distance track coach, so I've always been around running, and it's just kind of been in my genes, I guess.
List your favorite teacher. Both you list Mr. Nedelkoff. What does he teach, and what makes him special?
Mr. Nedelkoff teaches AP history, and he's also the basketball coach, and he's really involved in the school, and he's really nice, and he talks to everyone, and he's a very energetic teacher, so it made the class really fun.
Have you played basketball? Have you done a winter sport in high school?
Not in high school. I just run miles in the winter.
Do you have like a running club, or is this more individual?
Yeah, we have a lot of girls that hang out together after school, and we go for runs together. It's not per se a club, but we all spend time together anyway.
Well, it's a little bonding off season.
Yeah, a lot of bonding. It never really stops.
Okay. You said you wish you could compete in gymnastics. Did you ever try that when you were younger?
Yeah, I was actually in gymnastics up until second grade, and then it started to get more intense, and they wanted me there a lot, and they wanted me on pre-team, and so I would be there like multiple times in a week, and I was only in second grade, so staying up that late wasn't really an option, so I moved on to karate.
And when did you start that?
And then I started that, and I continued karate up until 5th grade, so from 2nd until 5th grade.
Okay, kept you active.
Yeah.
You said your most memorable moment, and I was there for that, the sectional where you take off on your cool down run not knowing what had happened.
Yeah, when we went on cool down, we all felt like we had a terrible race at sectionals, and then we were on cool down and we actually stopped. And as a team, we prayed. We're like, we had to have gotten third, but we can hope. And as we were running back, at Verona, they have tennis courts, so you can't really see anything, like where the tents are and everything. And we hear all this screaming, and we have no idea what's happening. And all of a sudden, our entire team is sprinting at us screaming, and it was just that moment to know, and we didn't even know, we just knew that we had made it.
How cool was it to be able to compete at state?
It was so amazing. At times it still doesn't hit me, and I think about it, and I just can't believe that it happened. I mean, I've been going to the state meet since I was really young, and I've watched runners many runners go through, but to actually be the one there and to compete against the best people in the state was so awesome.
And then I'm sure when you were there, you were helping your dad before, but now you were running with your dad or for his team, and
yeah.
Did that just add to the moment?
Yeah, I mean, it just makes it that much more special.
What do you like about high school sports in general? What attracts you to them, you think?
I think high school sports are really good for time management. I mean, it's good to be part of a team, to learn how to work together with other people, and it's a healthy way to channel everything during high school and helps manage your stress and everything.
You listed your role model as Mackenzie Wilkinson. Is she a teammate, or?
She was a senior last year, and she was been my training buddy for years now. During the summer we swim and run and work out together, and she's inspired me. She's now running for River Falls, and she was actually the prep profile last year during cross country season, and so she has really inspired me, and she works really hard. And
then you list your most inspirational teammate as, was it Katia? Katia Gambar?
Yeah, she's been running since really a young age, and she did marathons, and I think it was sophomore year she developed vocal cord dysfunction. So she has a really hard time breathing when she runs. So she went from being one of the top JV runners to falling to the bottom, and it was a really hard switch for her, but she still is out there every day. She runs, and she works harder than anyone else I've ever seen, just because she loves it so much.
So she typifies about why you should do high school sports, the love and representing your school.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a favorite quote? Anything that inspires you? Anything maybe a coach or a teacher has mentioned, or something that motivates you?
I don't know. There's so many good quotes out there when it comes to running, but I especially like the quote, or it always sticks in my head, my sport is your sport's punishment. Everyone, for a punishment for a lot of sports, they are forced to run, and for all of us, this is something, you tell us to go run for a punishment, and it's like, okay, it's not anything. It, it's enjoyable, so that's something that always sticks in my mind.
And that's where some of the bonding comes too, because
Yeah.
it's not easy to run, but when you have, there's kind of strength in numbers.
Yeah, definitely. So many girls, we have a pretty small track team this year, and we had a pretty big cross team, but to see all those girls out there and you bond over this, I mean, most people consider you crazy, but you bond through this.
Uh, any particular volunteer work you've done? I see you participate in choir and orchestra. What do you play in the orchestra?
I play the violin in the orchestra, and I've been playing since 4th grade.
And then any particular volunteer work that stands out for you that you know that you've done either through the National Honor Society or that you do in your community?
I've done a lot of stuff with different races. I've helped with the Special Olympics, which was really cool to help out with the track meet that we host here in May. And it's really cool to see other athletes with special needs out there competing, and they work just as hard as everyone else. And it's cool to see that they're able to be rewarded through that too.
So I take it you work camps and clinics running for
Oh yeah,
cross country track. With
during the
your dad.
summer I do a lot with the running camps.
Post high school plans to attend Luther College, to major in elementary education, and you're going to run in college too?
Yep, I'm going to run for Luther College out in Decorah, Iowa, and out there I'll be going for elementary ed. So.
And has your dad, being a teacher, is that an influence or?
Yeah, I think so, but it's just always been something I've always liked to teach and help out, and I've worked through the summer school program here in the summer and been teacher's assistant, so it's something that I've always been around, so I think it's just kind of stuck with me.
Always mentored the younger ones, and that's kind of the niche that you found?
Yeah.
Anything you can't live without? Like a personal possession or friends and family or?
I don't think I can live without my mom. I'm really close to my mom, and I talk to her a lot, and so next year it'll be hard when I go away.
Is she a runner too?
No, she's not a runner.
She's not the runner.
But she's kind of the mediator in the family, and she keeps everything.
Like most moms, keep it all together.
Yeah.
And a couple more here. A dream date. If you could go on a date with anybody, who would you pick?
I don't know. Maybe Chris Linsky. He's one of my favorite male athletes, and I've always followed his running stats, and I follow him on Twitter, and I just find him very inspirational. And right now he's coming back from an injury, so he'll be back though.
You pretty big in the social networking? You mentioned Twitter right away.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I'm not super big. I'm not one. I just like checking and reading what other people are saying.
And when you look back in your time at Oregon, what do you think is going to stand out the most? What are you going to remember most about high school?
I'm going to remember probably my friends and the team and the seasons, because that's where I've put most of my time. That's where I've put a lot of my focus, and those people have made my high school experience special, and they've just made it really fun. So.
Have you ever had a chance to get to state in track?
No, I haven't, but I've gone to the meet a lot, so I'm hoping this year.
It'd be a nice way to end your high school career, senior year, cross country, then track.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Well, Brooke, good luck and congrats on a great high school career.